This is the Vive 3-wheel mobility scooter. My honest first take, it's built for portability and tight indoor turns, and it doesn't pretend to be anything else. From my experience, it shines when you need something easy to load in a car, simple to operate, and comfortable to sit on while you move around smooth floors and paved paths. The design is compact and tidy. It has that classic 3-wheel travel scooter profile with a narrow footprint, about 38 inches long and roughly 20 inches wide, so it slips through doorways and down tight hallways without drama. The frame feels sturdy for its size, the finish looks clean, and the small, flat-free tires, right around 8 inches, are made to roll on smooth surfaces without scuffing floors. The seat is wider than I expected at about 16.9 inches, with light but supportive padding. It swivels, which is a big deal for getting on and off, and it's height adjustable with a simple lever. The armrests flip up and adjust, which makes a side transfer easier if you need it. Up front, the tiller has an intuitive control panel, a key switch, a variable speed dial to set your top speed, a forward-reverse lever, a horn, a headlight button, and a color battery gauge. It's all straightforward. There's a front basket that actually holds more than it looks like it would. The overall weight assembled is around the upper 70s to low 80s in pounds. But that number doesn't matter as much because the scooter breaks down into smaller pieces for transport. I used it in real places where a travel scooter matters. Inside the house, at the grocery store, around a clinic, and across a flat city sidewalk to a cafe. Indoors, the turning radius is the star. On paper, it's about 2.6 feet, and in real life that means I can pivot in a kitchen, spin in an elevator, and navigate store aisles without multi-point turns. With the speed dial turned down, it creeps precisely, which helped me park next to a table without clipping chair legs. Outdoors on smooth concrete, it's steady and comfortable. The top speed is about 3.7 miles per hour, so it keeps up with a brisk walking pace. The motor feels quiet and confident on flat ground. The electromagnetic braking kicks in the moment I release the drive lever, so stopping is predictable. The seat swivel is not just a nice-to-have. It saves my back because I can sit down from the side and rotate into position instead of twisting. In my opinion, that's one of the reasons this scooter works for people who deal with back or hip pain. Now, the trade-offs. The ground clearance sits at about 2 inches, and you feel that limit quickly once you leave smooth spaces. It handled paved sidewalks that were in good shape, but it struggled on grass and didn't like gravel at all. I bottomed out on a sidewalk crack that was heaved by tree roots. Standard door thresholds around 2 inches are not guaranteed, and steep driveway lips are a no-go. Inclines under about 6 degrees felt fine. The spec says up to 9 degrees, but I kept it conservative and had a safer experience. On my short, steeper driveway, it lost momentum, and I had to redirect to a flatter path. This is where I think expectations matter. It's a travel scooter. It's not built to be an all-terrain vehicle or a daily outdoor workhorse. Transport is where it wins back all the points. Disassembly is fast once you've done it a couple of times. I power it off, pull the seat, lift the battery pack, separate the front and rear sections, and fold the tiller down. The heaviest piece is the rear base at about 29 pounds, which I can lift into a trunk without grunting. Each piece fits into a standard sedan trunk without playing luggage Tetris. Because the charger is off-board, I can leave the scooter in the car and bring only the battery inside to charge. That's real-world convenience. On batteries, it runs two 12Ah sealed lead-acid batteries. The company suggests conditioning the batteries, an overnight charge before first use, and a few full cycles, which matched my experience. Range in marketing says up to 12.4 miles. My real-world range with a mix of indoor and outdoor use, at about 180 pounds and mostly at mid-speed, was closer to 6 to 8 miles on a charge. Hills, heavier riders, and faster speeds shorten that number. If you plan to ride long distances outside every day, these smaller batteries will feel limiting, and they'll wear faster with heavy daily use. For travel and errands, they're fine. Stability is a common question with 3-wheel scooters. On smooth floors at moderate speeds, I felt secure. Taking quick, sharp turns at higher speed is where you notice the 3-wheel setup. I learned to ease off the speed before turning, and it became a non-issue. The upside is that incredible turning radius, which I used constantly indoors. Key features that stood out to me center on practicality. From my experience, the disassembly design with a 29-pound heaviest piece makes it truly portable. The off-board charging means I don't have to drag the whole unit inside just to plug it in. The control panel is simple. The speed dial is great for matching the environment. Slow inside and faster outside. The seat swirl. The flip-up armrests and the overall seating position reduce strain during transfers and let me sit comfortably for a couple of hours. The flat-free, non-marking tires do exactly what they should on tile, carpet, and pavement. The headlight helps in dim hallways and early evenings, and the horn is loud enough to get attention in a store aisle. It's perfect for car-to-destination days, doctor's appointments, malls, museums, airports, and cruise ships, or visiting family where there's a lot of standing and walking on smooth floors. It's also good for apartment and condo living, where space is tight and elevators are small. I'd recommend this for anyone up to 265 pounds who prioritizes easy transport, needs a tight turning circle, and values a straightforward control layout. If you or a caregiver can lift 29 pounds, the portability makes daily life simpler. I do want to set expectations for outdoor use. Uneven sidewalks, bumpy lawns, gravel, and big curbs are not its territory. If your plan is daily neighborhood rides over rough sidewalks or steeper hills, a larger scooter with more ground clearance, bigger tires, and a higher capacity battery will serve you better. Also, while the build feels solid, heavy all-day outdoor use on lead-acid batteries can lead to quicker battery replacement. That doesn't make this a bad product. It just means it's specialized. In my opinion, the core design choice, keeping components light and compact, delivers great portability while capping terrain capability. That's the trade-off. In conclusion, the Vive 3-wheel mobility scooter is a travel-focused scooter that does what it's designed to do: make indoor navigation easy, keep transport simple, and offer comfortable no-fuss controls. The 2-inch ground clearance and 3-wheel stance come with limits you have to respect, but the payoff is real portability and indoor maneuverability. Key features like the swivel seat, the variable speed dial, the off-board charger, and the light heaviest piece add up to a scooter that fits everyday errands and trips where walking would be exhausting. From my experience, it gives genuine independence in the places where you spend most of your time: stores, clinics, homes, hotels, while keeping setup and charging painless. If that matches how you plan to use it, this is the right tool. If you need rugged outdoor range or rough terrain ability, look bigger. I bought it with those boundaries in mind, and it has met my expectations. Check the comments of this video for a link to see the current pricing of the Vive 3-wheel mobility scooter.